Hello, Taurus. Namaste. It is I, Louisa, here with your November monthly forecast. So let's get right with the shuffling of the cards. I'm going to do as I began last month and take 2 cards from the top, 2 cards from the bottom from each deck, and I'm going to read for the first half of the month and then the second half of the month. So Taurus, for November of 2015. Taurus, November 2015. Taurus, November 2015. Taurus, November of 2015. What's in store for Taurus for November of 2015? 6 of Clubs. And the 9. The next one on the bottom, we've got that 4 of Hearts. And the next one on the top, we've got that 7 of Clubs. Ooh. Taurus. The first 2 weeks and the second 2 weeks. Let's shuffle the blue deck. The Taurus for November of 2015. Taurus for November of 2015. The Queen of Spades. And the next card on the bottom is that Jack of Hearts. And at the top, we've got the Ace of Clubs and the 3 of Spades. Let me shuffle the animal oracles for Taurus for November of 2015. The energies for Taurus for November of 2015. We have the water buffalo. And the next card is the bee. And on top, we have the bat. And the sloth. So the first 2 weeks of November for Taurus, the bat says you have the power to transcend failure and move into a limitless future. Face life head on with courage and reclaim the brave spirit within you. Very similar messages from both of the animal oracles for you, Taurus, for this first 2 weeks. Let me read the cards and then I will give you the book reading. The 9 of Spades. The real world is really, the energies of the real world are really strong today. Very serious for the first 2 weeks. It's really putting it out there for you. And the ethers are also balanced. It's a 6. It's kind of balanced. But I'm seeing like a wavelength. I'm seeing a very strong energy coming toward you, Taurus. Like you've got some idea about something in the real world that you about doing something, and this new idea of yours, maybe it's not brand new. It's something you've already implemented. This is really showing itself in the real world. Showing itself in the real world. Because your focus is like a laser beam attention. You have this total laser beam. You're totally focused, Taurus, this first 2 weeks. And a lot of it has to do with the reality of your home life. Queens are about the home. And in spades, are about the reality, the tangible things in the home. So Tauruses, the first 2 weeks, you are very seriously in your mind about your home environment. Let's see what the animal oracles have to say. They are both about transcending the past. No matter how you might be a little apprehensive because of the way things have gone in the past, you might have some fears, things might seem tough, but both of these cards are telling you, the bat is telling you to transcend little fears of the past and know that you're being, life is unfolding for you in a new way. And same thing with the water buffalo. The water buffalo is like, even you might be feeling like you're stuck in the mud, but your focus and your determination is really going to get you where you need to go. You have to release that brave spirit within yourself. I will read from the actual deck. Let me read for you. Bat. It says, Bat once crawled upon the earth, but she reached for the stars, and now she can really fly. If you have pulled Bat to guide you, you too can become anything you want. But remember that everything has its own period of gestation, and as you progress to your limitless future, you must transcend failure and its attendant fear, that of striving again. With failure comes the knowledge that brings you ever nearer your heart's goal, until on the destined day you are reborn. So that is saying that, all of the little things in the past that seemed like failures, they're really not failures. They're letting you see where not to go next time. They're letting you see. We'll take the example of relationships. If you're with somebody and then, after time you learn about this person and you learn that, but maybe we're not really all that compatible. Well, now you know better in the future when you are choosing your next person, or where it's compatibility, Everyone deserves love, yes. And we can all be loving to each other. But that's why it wears off after a little while, because love, of course, is there. Doesn't mean you love each other any less because you realize you're not compatible. See? So the message of that is saying trust that compatibility does exist. The failures of the past, even if it's compatibility in a business way, maybe you've tried something and it didn't work out the first time, and you might be apprehensive to try again. We are like that with our hearts, especially. But it's telling you to trust and transcend. See? Okay, let's read buffalo. Water buffalo. Water buffalo swims placidly through India's sacred waters, cooling her comfortable, rich brown body and languidly wallowing in thick mud. But her pacific, maternal exterior belies a wild, tempestuous nature. She faces life head on, and on great crescent horns tosses enemies determinedly behind her. Tragedy and failure are intrinsic to living, but sometimes we are cowed by the events, unable to move forward. Mighty buffalo is the brave spirit within your soul waiting to be reclaimed. Take your courage in both hands and dare to be. So, Taurus, just like your sign, Taurus the bull, you must be that bull this first half of the month. You have to take your courage and be. dare to be. Let's read for the second half. Second half of the month. We have the 7 of of clubs. We're starting off with the 7 of the esoteric world. It was balanced last week, and the real world was drawing, and the mind was balanced. Now, the mind is actually on the draw now. The mind is actually really drawing from that magic of the ethos, and it is our hearts that are balanced. We have all 4 corners. It is very secure, very at home type of dealing. So those things that concerned us, or concerned you, Taurus, the first 2 weeks, now have passed, and you feel secure now. That now your mind is really, you came up with the idea, and now you're really implementing it in the best way possible. You feel very good about this new idea of yours. Okay, we have the Jack of Hearts and the 3 of Spades. So the 3 is a small matter. It is the second shell of electrons with just the one of the next. Because at first, you have the 2, and then the next one would have it. It shows that the energies are drawing, and they are really putting it out there as well. But it is some new venture. The new venture, I guess it must be of the heart. This new idea is something you feel very good about. You believe in this new project, and you're just starting to implement it. So the first 2 weeks is more about coming up with this idea, and the second 2 weeks is about you really having put this idea into play and watching it start to become real. Let's see, because the first 2 weeks is telling you to don't worry about the failures of the past. Really implement this, forge ahead and dare. And let's see what the second half of the week says. It says, consider the smallness of your needs and treasure what you possess. Yes, sloth. Sloth is the embodiment of having everything you need. Really consider the little details and see that you really do have everything. You are lacking nothing. There's no big hurry. See, things are coming into the real world, maybe in a small way, but they're manifesting, so you can relax this last half of the month. Let's see what B says. B says, hard work is rewarded with responsibility and a sweetness that is shared. I'm going to read both sloth and B. So the hard work that you did the first 2 weeks, you are really going to, like I said, it's going to start coming into the real world for you, and you are really going to be able to share this experience with the people that you love, with colleagues even. Let's see what sloth and B read. Sloth. Humankind gave sloth this name, seeing it in the apparent stillness of her neo-tropical rainforest like mere laziness. But sloth is virtue incarnate, a perfectly balanced ecosystem, impregnable to predators, surrounded by nourishment and bathed by the sun. Sloth is proof to those much stronger and more active that she wants for nothing and wastes nothing. She counsels that you treasure that which surrounds you. Squander neither love nor material things, even if they are no longer new. Then, like Sloth, relax in true prosperity. So Sloth is urging you this last 2 weeks of November, Taurus, to now see what you have. Notice in all of the little things that sustain you that you do have everything. There's no need to hurry. Let's see B. Without busy bee pollinating the flowers whose rich produce of fruit, vegetable, and seed provides for man, beast, and bird, the world's ecosystems would decay and the web of life unravel. If B has come to you now, she is asking you to look within. Do you wisely protect or thoughtlessly pollute her environment? One of the most powerful creatures on earth, B, works hard, but just as her honey makes warm, intoxicating mead, she reminds us too that a life without frolic and fun lacks sweetness. So I am getting that for the first half of the month, Taurus, you are all about an idea and putting it into work. And for the second half of the month, you are all about appreciating all of the wonderful little things in your life and having some fun and frolic with the people you love. So wonderful month for you, Taurus. Namaste, and I will see you next month.